to Psychic Medium Toni Green, this girl right here. First and foremost, don't get scammed. I will never reach out to you. If anybody reaches out to you, they are probably most likely scamming you. Anybody who's legit doesn't need to reach out to people willy nilly. Their name won't be willy nilly. That's how they'll reach out to you. Is anybody named willy nilly? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, next. I am a psychic medium from as long as I can remember. I'm also do hypnosis and healing work, which we will do throughout the show. If there's something you would like healed or cleared, please put it in the comments. This can also be something you want to bring into your life. It doesn't have to be just things you want out of your life. Okay. This show does air on television, the telly, as they say in some places. WSCS, all of its affiliates, channels, and stations, and Rude Rangers Television. It does air on all of their podcast stations, radio stations, and streaming stations. I know I'm forgetting something there, but it's okay. I typically go live every Monday and Wednesday. Monday at noon, Wednesday at 7 p.m. But this week we are in is going to be a little different. There will not be a show on Wednesday, and next Monday I will be flying. So I will be doing a show on Tuesday at noon instead of Monday. So my next show will be actually Tuesday at noon. I will be doing some TikToks in between. TikToks from the pool. Nice. Okay, maybe from the pool. Probably not from the pool. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I do offer private sessions. So if you'd like a private session, you can go to my website, tonig.info. If you have a lot of questions or you want general messages or in-depth information, that's the place to go if you want that. You can listen on Podbean and call in on Podbean. You can also listen or watch live on YouTube. Okay, we have all of that out of the way. So there are a lot of new people, and I'm going to go over the question and connection situation one more time for everybody. You can ask if you have a question, please put it in the chat on Podbean or on in YouTube, the chat area. Please have your question be about life, love, career, finances, a specific question where I can just get into that energy of that question and get you the answer. And about a specific area. On the show, I do not do general reads. Tell me what's going on, what's my next 3 weeks. Those are private sessions. Okay, love? So if you want to ask a question, I'm happy to answer those questions, but please make them a little bit specific. And I understand sometimes people don't have a general question, a specific question. They just want, tell me this or that. It just takes a little longer. And when there are people waiting, it's just my preference for the show to have a specific question. If you want to ask general questions, book a session. Also, if you're connecting with a loved one, if you want messages from above, I need a name and the relationship. Okay. The reason is we know a lot of people by this. I have like 3 or 4 mics in my family. And so if I want to make sure I'm getting the right mic, I have to say, Grandpa Mike, Uncle Mike, Cousin Mike, whatever it is. Okay. So please just do that. It's very simple. And listen, we I'm running Podbean and YouTube and answering questions. I'm not looking you up on anything. My hands are flailing around. There's nobody helping me. I'm here doing this by myself. So I'm not like asking for this information so I can like go to something else and check on you. Jesus, Moses. No, 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 no. So, okay, I start and I love doing this. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Just let's, for the sake of the show, help the show flow, go quickly, go easily, and we'll get through this hour together in a beautiful, beautiful way. Okay, once you post your question, please don't post it 2 or 3 times. I go in the order the questions are received and Um, I answer them in the order they are received. And once I answer your question, I don't look at your name again until I've gone through all of the questions because I take one question per person or one connection per person for the sake of the show. And I know a lot of people are new and different stations do it differently. This is how I do it. So let's go. I start the show with songs and or names, and boy, this morning they were coming in. I'm going to start with songs, and this could be a song you love, your loved one loved, you listen to together. It could be answering a question for you, or the next time you hear the song, it's a confirmation they're with you. Now, when I say the song, you may just know who it is right away, like, oh, that's so and so, or it whoever pops in your head at that moment, that's the person. And no, I can't sing, so please don't feel the need to let me know I can't sing. Anybody who's ever heard me sing knows, guess what? This girl can't sing. Okay. The first song, that song that goes, all of my love for you, babe. I think those are the words. Anything Diana Summer. Um, that song that goes, back in the USSR, you don't know how lucky you are. That was, I think, the most horrible I've ever sang of all time. No vocal control whatsoever. I can barely talk, folks. Okay. And I don't think it's blue. I think I'm singing this correctly, but I don't know. Okay. It's Brown Eyed Girl. Brown Eyed Girl. Na 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 na. That song. Fleetwood Mac. Anything Fleetwood Mac, and then that song, People Are Strange. If you're a stranger, I don't know the words, so I might be in danger. That last part I just made up. Okay? Okay. And then that song, Players Only Love You When They're Playing. Oh, no truer words. No truer words. Okay, next. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Okay, now we're going to go into names. This could be your name, a loved one's name, person, place, thing. It's a confirmation. It can be a flower. It can be a name. It can be all of the above. Here we go. Michaela, Lila, Isabella, Chauncey. Liverpool. Now I'm going to ask, these are the ones that came to me right prior to the show. Now I'm going to ask for any other names and or songs that just come in while we are here together. Michael, Mitchell, Blanca, Peony, Peone, not E, but Peony. It's not an E at the end there. Uh, and someone is saying the classics. Okay, 67, 67. It's some kind of vehicle, but it was like 1967. Um, the next, the next confirmation is Cavalier. The next one is, I can't even with that one. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just gonna leave that there. I know, I know, I know, I know. Okay, I'm gonna scroll all the way back up to the top of the comments and start. Hey, Sal, how are you? Forward moving. Um, wants to know any messages from Diana. Forward moving. Can you please tell me who is Diana to you? I know what I'm hearing. I just want to double check. Plus, I'm using that as an excuse to drink. Okay. Um, the first thing I hear forward moving is that song, Take a Chance on Me. And listen, if you don't participate when I'm answering your question, if you don't respond and participate, I'm just going to stop answering your question because there are plenty of people here that are waiting and will participate in the answer of their question. And I'm not being mean. I'm not. If you don't want to participate in the answering of your question, what am I going to do with that, right? What am I going to do with that? She's your grandma. Thank you. Thank you. Forward moving. See, just like that. She's your grandma. The first thing I hear is take a chance on that song. That song, Take a Chance on Me. In the dun 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 dun. Okay. The first thing I am getting from your grandma, and also it's like now I can say your grandma, which is very, to me, that's important. Because it's a respect thing too. It's definitely a respect thing in my eyes, in my little world. Um, forward moving, it's time for you to take control of something that you have kind of let go, like kind of you, like in the beginning you didn't realize you were losing control of it, and then all of a sudden you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck. Now sometimes, I'm just going to use an example. This, it doesn't mean this is it for you, okay? um Sometimes it can be in a relationship when we give a little in the beginning, and then we wake up one day and go, how did I get here? But the other thing can be with a kid, it can be with work, it can be with anything. There's something you've lost a little bit of control of, and you need to rein it back in. And if they don't like it, this is what I'm hearing. I'm repeat or saying exactly what's coming through. If they don't like it, that's not your problem. You're not here to live on somebody else's terms. You're here to live on your terms. What's best for you. People can live on what's best for them. That doesn't mean they get to tell you, or it shouldn't affect your life. What's best for them should not affect your life. What's best for them or what they want should not like take you under or make you sacrifice. That's not a part of the deal. I hope that makes sense to you. And she's saying, plant the flowers, take the walk, and breathe. Forward moving, please tell me that makes sense to you. Please, please, please. Please, 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 please tell me that makes sense for you. Um, I love you. Thank you so much for the question, forward moving. Um, and when I'm asking for the relationship, it also, I get to address the person for appropriately, and I also get to get right into that energy. So it really does help you get the best possible answer. Samantha, hello, Tony. I am Samantha. I'm looking for work. I'm struggling to get by. Is there anything you see for me getting money or a job at this point? I'm desperate. Samantha is 29 and she says she's looking for anything and she did work security. Samantha, if you can scroll down. We are in festival season and I'm going to say a couple of different things for you. If I'm going to say this, if I needed cash, I would reach out to any place that is a cash has you can get cash like that, like restaurants, bars, any of that stuff. And you don't, there are some bars that are big enough that the waitresses, they work for tips or they get tips and it's cash and you can bring in a bit. And the same with restaurants. Step one. Step two, festival season. People at festivals, restaurants again, but other things need people um, to work their festival booths. And if you look on places, it's like some of them need ambassadors to work their booths or promote their products, and other ones will have you just like I don't know. There's a ton of different people that are needed for festival season. The other thing I'm getting for you is if you work security, go to the websites of the companies such as the bigger companies, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Target, be a one of those people that walks around the store to make sure nobody's shoplifting or things along those lines. They always need those people, especially on busier days. Uh, Go a little bit outside of the box of what you have been doing, just a little bit, and definitely go to the websites. I'm hearing for you, it's important to go to the website of the company, not necessarily only Indeed or the bigger job sites, but go to the company's websites and look for what they have available. Whatever they have available on their website, apply for it. I also hear it might be good for you to get trained in something, and I don't know why I keep hearing this, and if this is cringy to you, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I keep hearing phlebotomist. The training is quick, the pay is amazing. It's a good thing, and they can't keep up. They can't keep enough of them. They really can't. Okay, Samantha, I hope that's helpful. You guys, I also really quick, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the show. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares and the subscriptions. If you've subscribed, no matter what you're listening on a podcast, whatever it is, thank you so much. Thank you for any donations and sessions. Thank you. It is very, very, very appreciated. And it does help. Okay. Hey, Heather, happy Monday. Paul says, hello, Tony. Yesterday was Father's Day. Do you celebrate in the, do they celebrate in the afterlife? Also, thank you. Not the way they join our celebration. So if we're celebrating Father's Day, the fathers will come in, fathers, grandfathers, ancestors, whatever we call them, they will come in for that celebration. It's a little different than here, but whatever we celebrate, like at Christmas, everybody starts to feel the Christmas, Hanukkah, um, people start to feel their loved ones a lot more because we're thinking of them a lot more. We're feeling them a lot more. We're looking at mementos from past holidays, and they're there with us celebrating. And I'll say this, they don't go. We like we say, "Oh, I used to be able to feel them so much and see, sense them so much, and I don't anymore." It's because we don't think about them as time goes on. We're not thinking about our loved ones as much as when they first passed. When somebody first passes, they stay on our mind, but you know, eventually we get back into our daily routines and work, and we think about them when we see something that reminds us or a holiday. So yes, but they're always there. They don't leave us. They kind of hang with us, if you will. Okay, I hope that helps, Paul. I hope that answer makes sense. Aaron, should I drop my hours to 8 and work 8 14 days instead of 9 14 days? I'd ask to have the Friday of my weekend off, the day that I stop working, which would give me a 3-day break. Um, Aaron, what I'm hearing is whatever's most healthy for you, whatever is going to help you to maintain stability and health in the best possible way. That is what I'm hearing for you. And Tyler, if you can give me a specific question, I would love that. Thank you. Okay, Darlene on Podbean. Any messages on new guy? I'm seeing he's very shy. He's starting to open up. Please give me his name, Darlene. And please, you guys, if you've already asked me about someone and I've answered it, um, you're probably just going to get the same answer unless the person has done intensive therapy. Um, so please ask about new things and new people. Okay, Lee. His name is Lee. I feel like that might not. Is that really his name, Darlene? Um, that doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, the person, Darlene, that doesn't feel right. Darlene, I would CCAP him immediately because that name does not feel right and I get goosebumps on it. I'm getting major, like, that name doesn't feel right. Okay, let me just see what I can get. Do do a background check on this guy, Darlene. You can go to like whatever state you're in, they have like a circuit court public records thing, and you can look anybody up for free. You just have to go to the actual circuit court records. Don't go through some place or someone that will charge you. And if you're on any of the, also for all my girly pops out there, for every single girly pop, if you're in the dating scene, do a background check on anyone you're even thinking about going to meet for coffee. And I've said this before and I will say it again. Have them send you a pic of the front of their driver's license with their full name and date of birth so you can CCAP them. Uh, it is free. It's a free it's a free check. And then also go to places like there's an app called TEA, and you can put, and only women are on it. It's a great resource for women. Um, this app, if you put this person's name, anybody who has dated this person will spill the tea on that person if it's good, bad, or indifferent. The Facebook sites, are we dating the same guy, are okay. Um, and then, but also, there's another one. They started another Facebook page. So far, it's only in Atlanta, but it says, "Don't date him." And the stories are just crazy on that site. But I would check everything I could check before I even met someone for coffee. Just because today's world, there are a lot of people that are not very, we know. So, Darlene, what I'm getting is you need to do a background check on him. And remember, good people do bad things and bad people do good things. Good people can look bad in a moment because something has gone wrong or happened, but bad people can look really good a lot of time. Bad people 90% of the time do not look like bad people. Remember, most predators are often described as the nicest person. Look at how they describe Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, he was just the nicest guy. He was just the nicest guy. Oh, he was so quiet. He never bothered anybody. So please, my girly pops, do your work, do your homework. Do your homework before meeting people, okay? Or once you've met them. And don't, here's something we do as women, especially. I don't think men do this, but I know women do. And I was talking with a really good friend of mine, and we were having this discussion. Um, when we meet somebody and we really like this person, we meet them and we have all these great feelings. The feelings we're having are our feelings, but we think we're having those feelings because of that person, but we're having those feelings because of how we feel about that person, not even anything they're doing or saying. We just get so excited and we're so in love. Those are our feelings. We don't separate that and look at how that person is feeling or behaving. And eventually, as feelings do, they start to be less. We don't get all that excitement every time we see or hear from them. The other thing we do is when we first meet someone, we start envisioning how life would be with them based on our love or excitement for them and who they are in those moments or how we see them in those moments. And because we are so into this person, we're only seeing the good. We're ignoring red flags at this point still. And we start to envision this, what I like to call the fantasy future that we're making up because we don't really even know this person yet. So go slow, have emotional control, have feeling control, see things as they really are. And it's really tough because when we're starting a relationship, we want those romantic feelings. We want that excitement. We want the chemistry, especially as a woman, because we're very emotional people. But sometimes we have to hone back and we cannot be desperate. We cannot be like, I just want someone because I don't want to be alone. Well, listen, sweetie, and I'm not being mean and I'm not saying this to anybody specifically. If you cannot be with yourself, it will be until you can be with yourself and love that, you will not believe other people could be with you and love that. That is the best way I can say that in the most honest way I can say that. If you cannot be by yourself, if you cannot sit with yourself, you will never believe somebody else would want to sit with you and be with you. Okay. And I'm not coming for anyone. I'm not saying this to anybody specifically. It's just what I've learned, just what I've channeled. Okay. So learn to be with yourself and you will never care if you're with another person again in your life. Okay. Um, Let me go to the next question, you guys. Thank you so much for your question. Maria, do you see me getting a higher offer at the elderly home? Just have a summer job until August. Maria, I think mm, didn't I already answer this? This is a very familiar question to me. I feel like you have to negotiate or ask if that's what you want and see if they can do more. Okay, love? Silver Stardust. Is my ex-boyfriend okay? He died of suicide. His name is Derek. Thank you, Silver Stardust. And I'm so sorry. Yes, Derek is okay. He's home. He's home. He's good. And then he's singing that song, Johnny was a rock star with something in his something. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Oh, man, I feel so badly for you guys having to listen to that. I mean, my ears are clogged, and I know that doesn't sound right. Okay, that's a song that he is singing for you, Silver Stardust. And then the other thing he's saying is, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm free. He was very, very, very tortured in this life. Okay, Elizabeth says, should I make baseball team charcuterie boards and sell them on Facebook? Yes, you should. You should make every team. You should. You should make a lot of, you should make the teams. You should do, oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. And then, start loading up for the Packer ones. They make great gifts for guys, and a lot of just different ones. So I think that's a great idea. Okay, but again, for all the teams, and then when the playoffs come, make boards, commemorative boards of the two teams that went to like the Super Bowl or whatever. People will buy them. But you have to have them ready prior to the day of the event. Okay. So people can order them and have them for the event. Okay. On Podbean. Hey, Simply Jackie, how are you? Simply Jackie says, is making a career change the right path right now? Not yet. I hear August, but I feel like you need to get ready between now and then and have everything prepared for it. Okay, Simply Jackie. I feel like you need to start strategically planning and placing everything for yourself, and that's going to be the best thing you can do. Hey, Poe, how are you? Um, Next, Elizabeth, CN. Hi, Toni. I have a question for my boyfriend, Daniel. Do you see success for my boyfriend in this new shift in line of work? Thank you, Toni. Success in his work. Hey, CN, scrolling down to the bottom, what is he doing? Let me know. What's he doing? What was this shift? There's a is he gonna have success in this? I think he's close. Not to success. Whatever he shifted to is good. he's almost like, what I hear is he's almost there. Okay? Um, oopsie, come back. Let's see. Uh, let me see. La 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 la. Fawn. We lost my mom's dog, Mia. Any messages? Yes. Fawn. Well, first, thank you for. I don't know if this makes sense, but thank you for letting me go. And second, take on take on a new, like, I feel like it's okay to take on a new, like, the message I'm getting is it's okay to take on a new, I hear role, but yeah, it's okay to take on a new role. I don't know, you guys will know what that means more than I do. I was gonna say puppy, which obviously, but I just keep hearing it's okay to take on a new role. And if you do get another puppy, be careful because it might be more than it might be very spunky. If you get a new puppy right away, it might be extremely spunky. So be very spunky. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I hope that helps, Fawn. I really, really hope that helps. Okay, let's go to Lilith. Thank you, Lilith. Would you be able to tell me if David was a twin flame of mine? Lilith, I'm gonna say this because I don't I don't necessarily, my guidance from my people, twin flames are really not what people think they are or talk about here. And I also always say, and again, guidance from above, don't put titles on relationships like soulmate, twin flame, because those things tend to have us putting up with stuff we would never put up with. They have us chasing the title rather than living in a healthy relationship. I also say, and this is again from above, once we say a title like twin flame, whatever that definition is, whether that's a real thing or not, we tend to live it out. And they were telling me I was going to be saying this on the show, and I thought I was going to say it in the beginning of the show. Um, here's the thing: when you're in a relationship, the only thing that matters is that, is this a healthy relationship or an unhealthy relationship? Are we healthy together or are we not healthy together? And it doesn't matter why you're not healthy together, whether it's twin flame, but he's my soulmate. Oh, it's not his fault. He's bipolar, narcissistic, selfish, a cheater. Oh, but it's not his fault. He didn't get love as a child. Well, it's not your freaking fault either. Don't suffer the consequences of somebody else's behavior. Don't chase somebody who's running. Like, you're not a cop. You don't have to catch the person you want. They're there. They're with you. They love you. They're not trying to go anyplace. They're not trying to be a twin flame. They're not trying to be. That's the one thing about spirituality that I get so about. You're either in a healthy relationship or you are not. You're either with a healthy person or you are not. And giving it those titles such as, "Oh, but he's my soulmate." We have everybody you meet is a soulmate. Your mama's your soulmate. Your second cousin removed is a soulmate. Your siblings are soulmates. Doesn't mean you want them in your life. When we give those definitions, that's an excuse to stay in an unhealthy dynamic. Either somebody loves you and they're by your side making it work, or you let them go. And it doesn't matter what you call it. And I say this with all of my heart for you, because I don't want anyone to suffer from somebody that they love just because they want to make it work out. That's not why we are here. We are here to evolve, we are here to grow, we are here to create what we love with those that also love us. And I will say this with my very last breath: if you wouldn't put up with it from somebody you weren't in love with, definitely do not put up with it from somebody you are in, that you believe loves you, because people who love you don't treat you that way. I don't know how somebody thought, I'm going to create this word twin flame and have people run themselves crazy for this type of relationship, and thought it would be a good thing to put out there. I That's just me and my guidance and my guides and the angels that I communicate with. They, like, literally, if they could roll their eyes, if they had eyes to roll, they would do it. And that's just me. Lilith, find somebody and focus on what's healthy. Just what's healthy. This is a healthy situation, because at the end of the day, all the other titles don't even matter if you're struggling to be in that situation. If you're excusing behaviors, if you're trying to make it work. You don't have to try to make something work with somebody who literally wants you and wants to be with you. And you don't have to give it a title like twin flame to have a justification for their behavior. Either a person's a good person with you. I don't there are people I've dated that are probably really good to other people that were not good to me. I don't give a happy hoo-hoo how you are with somebody else. It only matters how you are with me. It only matters how you treat me. It only matters how you treat and respect and want to show up for this relationship. And that, my dear friend, whether you like that answer or not, and I know I lose a lot of viewers and listeners based on facts, logic, and reality. And but seriously, would you want your daughter or your son in an unhealthy relationship? Would you tell them, "Oh, it's your twin flame, chase that person, allow them to be abusive, allow them to come and go"? No. No, for the love of this, no. No, you would tell them, "Lose the loser, ditch the dummy, and get on good." That If you wouldn't want your children to deal with it, if you wouldn't want your person that you love the most to deal with it, don't deal with it yourself. Okay, that's a lot. And I know people don't always love some of the more raw relationship stuff I give, but and if I've been in relationships that were very unhealthy, and it was very difficult to get out of. The more unhealthy a relationship is, the more difficult it is to get out of, the more chaotic it is, The bigger the mess ball gets, and the more difficulty we have releasing it, because especially as women, we feel like we're the fixers. We should be able to fix this. We should be able to make it work. We can't we cannot fix stupid. We cannot fix, and this goes for men too, not only women. We cannot change selfish. We cannot make a man keep his wee wee or a woman keep her hoo ha in her. We don't have that power, nor should we want to have that. We should just want to walk away from that and find someone who is good to us, good for us. But we think just because we ended up in something, we have to make it work or stay. And this goes for men and women. And no, no, we don't. We don't. Heather, can you connect with my Aunt Sandy? Any messages on my current situation? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I hear the song Don't Let Him Go. I don't know what that means in this situation. um, don't let him go. Take it easy. Take it slow. That line just keeps repeating, and you have a feeling, an inkling of how you want this. And what I will say to you is, your Aunt Sandy is saying that line, take it easy, take it slow. Make a plan and stick to it. Make a plan and stick to it. And there is, you know what, on the show, there is so much I want to say on this show about this and other things that I cannot, because they will dox my show. They will X me, give me warnings. I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can say this without somebody reporting me, or look up everything you can on it. And have that be what you need. Okay. Thank you, Heather. Hey, Maris. Hey, Fawn. Let's see. Hi, Toni. Will my appointment with doctor go well? This is not a, well, the appointment will go well. The outcome, I feel like your outcome might not be what you're looking for. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's what I'm hearing. Hey, Mystic Road, will I hear from Doug again? Are you going to keep asking this question until he reaches out to you? Mystic Road, I don't know. I don't know. As of right now, that's a no. And I'm going to say this, sometimes when we think a guy is a friend, and I listen to a lot of men on podcasts and such, sometimes we think a guy is just a friend, but guys aren't just friends with women. They are they're waiting their turn. Basically, they're waiting for you to say yes. And if you look at a guy's friend list, and please don't come at me with this, what I'm going to say, they don't have what they consider unattractive friends. If you look at a guy's friend list, all of his friends are what he considers attractive. Think about that. He's not friends with people he does not consider attractive. So if we eventually are not the person that he that says, "Hey, let's do this," they will move on. And I'm not saying that's what happened with you, but I think guys that are friends are shooting their shot. They're playing the long game, if you will. And then if they realize like, listen, this I'm bored with this game or whatever, they move on. Um, let's see. Next. I just lost my place. I'm sorry. Emily, crazy girl, what's coming in for me, love? Okay, Emily, if you could narrow that down. There's a lot coming in for everyone every day. Tanya, hello. Any message from my dad, Bill? Yeah, absolutely. Pizza. Uh, Tanya, if you can scroll down and let me know you're still here. Okay, the first thing I hear is pizza. The next thing I see is like a mug, like a glass mug with a handle. Um, okay, I have to go back up, Tanya. And then he's singing the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," or I'm hearing the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Tanya, the message he would want to give you is allow yourself to be who you are without worrying about what other people say or think about you. It's the one of the most difficult things to do in this world. And then Emily, what's coming towards me in love? Um, Emily, are you with hey Grandma Kitty, are you with someone right now? I feel like you're not for some reason. I feel like you are single. Yeah, she says single. Okay. Emily, there's the potential for you to meet someone in October. It's a decent person, a good person. I feel like at first you're not really going to be into this person. And October does seem a far way away, but it's not. And I do feel like you need to be out and about um, to meet this person. And I hear pumpkin patch, and I don't. When the time comes, you're going to know better than I do, and that is what is coming towards you in love, Emily, Tanya, Sal, love emotional control. Yes, I am going to use that. Yes, emotional control is so important. I'm actually, today I did a clearing on something control, self control on TikTok, which will be uploaded to YouTube. And tomorrow or this week, I'm going to do emotional control. Um, it's so important, so very important to have emotional control, and that it just is. Mina, in the afterlife, do people who have been evil make it to make okay, let me repeat that question. I'm so sorry, you guys. Mina says, in the afterlife, do people who have been evil here? No, one more time. I need someone to read for me. Okay, in the afterlife, comma, do people who have been evil, quotes, have to make amends, and does everyone know the truth about people? Yeah, no, and yes. Okay, Mina, I'm going to say a few things here that people are not going to like, and that's what I do apparently. We've all been evil to someone. We've all been good to someone. We've all been evil to someone. It's perception. There are people who think I have wronged them, and there are people I feel have wronged me. There are people who believe what I do is horrible and wrong, and it makes me crazy. A crazy person. Um, there are people who you may have wronged also that feel like what you did, you deserve XYZ. And you may not even know you did it. You may not even realize they feel this way. So when we get to the other side, there is a understanding. And if we can get that understanding while we are here, we're much better for it. If we can get that understanding of everybody's side of things while we are here, we are much better for it. If we don't take things personally and we realize people behave for the way they are, we are much better for it because we can live a more peaceful existence. Now, there are people with a lot of, I have to be very careful of the way I say this. There are people that do horrific things here, like science that tortures animals. And I could name a few, like a certain doctor whose name starts with F, who took beagle puppies and let flies, restrain them and let flies bite their face in the name of science. What do I hope for that person? A lot of things that are probably not the best, but in the name of science, right? In the name of science. Um, there are people, the same person, same doctor that starts with the letter F, that took orphans from a high-end orphanage and infected them with HIV in the name of science. By the way, this is the same person who created that, because a true virus you cannot have a patent on, and this person has a patent on it. How about that, huh? How about that? Go look up all these so-called viruses. Viruses, if they have a patent, they were lab made. They were lab made, not nature made. They didn't just happen. Somebody created them, because you can't have a patent on something that is natural. So, what would I wish for this person on the other side in their next lives? A lot. But, however, you have to let that stuff go. Now, I believe that a person like that, when they come back, because I've heard the statement so many times, as you go out, so shall you come in. What you create is what you come back to. If you believe in incarnation, what these people create, they come back to balance the scales. And hopefully they make good choices. I don't know. But when you get to the other side, other people see the truth. They do. They see it all as it is. And those who believed the other person when they get to the other side, they see the truth also. I will be back next Tuesday. Until then, I hope you all have an absolutely amazing week.